by, it's time. About to blow up like a landmine. Stand by.
What is up, 4D fam, and welcome back to Motivation Monday. Hey, I got a good one, special one for us today. And today we're going to be talking about healthy habits. Before we get into it, make sure y'all see the social media up there. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Got the Snapchat up there. Subscribe to the channel. Also have an option if you would like to donate to support the channel. You can do that as well. And guys, got good news that I didn't mention in the previous Motivation Monday. These are going to be available on podcasts. So if you have the Living is Proof podcast, these are going to be available on there. And I'm going to start, of course, with the first one I did. So make sure y'all tune in and be ready for that, because sometimes it's hard to just get the video and watch a video. Maybe you're driving or something. Now you can listen to this good information on the road, on a podcast, whether you got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those things. It will be available to you on there. But finna jump right into it. Healthy habits. And this is something, I go to different schools and talk, and this is something that is major to me because this is something I didn't understand even when I was younger at the time. And sometimes it can still be a conflict as you get older, because now you got a little bit more responsibilities. Might be feeling a little tired, no energy, different things like that. But just having those healthy habits / good habits, and many times when we talk about healthy habits, it's really just those necessary things that we need to do to become better. And as you see, I got that quote under here: being persistent and consistent and doing the necessary things that helps you become better. Those are what healthy habits are, because how many of us have bad habits when it comes to certain things, right? Many of us have a certain routine that we do, and most habits become routine later on. Like the more you do it, the more it's going to become a routine for you. So what if you did the right thing all the time? And not saying you're going to always do the right thing all the time. Like, we make mistakes, we're human, different things like that. But just imagine those things that you want out of life, where you're trying to be in life. All it counts on you doing is being persistent, just getting there, then being consistent and staying there, keeping it. Because I believe I mentioned before, persistent is getting it. Persistent is you getting it, and consistency is you keeping it. So you got to be persistent. If you really want something, you're going to be persistent no matter how many no's you get. You're going to be persistent and keep going until you get that answer, until you get that yes that you are looking for, right? Then being consistent is going to help you keep those things that most people possibly lose, because what happens? We fall off. We go out of our routine. We start building bad habits. And that's one of the main things is, once you start building those bad habits, it's not just one of those things you can just turn around within a day, within weeks. It might take you months. It might take you a year or so, because sometimes we get so caught up in routine that once we try to change it, it's so easy to fall back into that. That's why we got to have those healthy and good habits. So even if we fall off those healthy and good habits, guess what? It's part of our routine, and we can fall back right into doing the right thing that's going to help us, right? So, and it all starts with having that mindset to want to have that. It starts with having the mindset to want to make that change and to want to have those good and healthy habits. And I tell kids, like, as a teenager, if you got bad habits, that can carry on into your adulthood. So if you feel like you're lazy and don't want to do nothing, guess what? You become that adult that becomes lazy and don't want to do nothing, especially if you do not change your mindset. It starts in the mind. You got to change your mindset to want to do what you need to do to get what you're trying to get. And it's not an easy task, but it's a possible task. So I just want to get on here, be short and brief. Just let y'all know about being persistent and consistent and doing what you need to do to become the best version of yourself, because it's necessary. You're needed. Like, your value is needed in this world, because you never know who may need what you have to offer. Like, never think, oh, somebody already doing what I'm doing, there's no need. No, it's a need for you, because Your story is different. Your situation is different. We all may be in the same lane doing the same thing, but everybody's situation and stories are different. And somebody may need your story. This person, they may be in the same lane with you, but their story is not going to help this person whose situation doesn't match them. Like, we got to get that information from people whose situation matched us. Because, like, I'm married and got 2 kids. Like, it's not going to be beneficial to me to listen to somebody when it comes maybe to business or something if they don't have a wife and 2 kids. But then again, if it's something that I can see, maybe they have a wife, maybe that person have a wife, maybe that person has that woman has a husband or something like that, and they can give me information. They still can, because I know I do have a wife. But when it comes to kids, it's a different thing. It can be a different thing, especially if they're not around kids, and probably don't know that side of it. But find people that can help you, mentor you, that match your situation. That's like a head start. That's like a bonus right there that I'm giving you, to find a mentor, find somebody that can help you along the way, because it's not easy, especially when you're coming off of those bad habits. It's not going to be easy at first. But guess what? You need to find somebody that overcame what you're trying to overcome. That's going to help you in your process. And then you got proof. You got living proof that it is possible to get over that, because now you done found somebody that's going to help you get over that, because they have gotten over that. So build those healthy habits day by day. We all get tired. It's a struggle day by day. I'm not perfect. Some days I make excuses and stuff too. Like, I can even say this morning, it was a struggle to get up. It was a huge struggle. But guess what? I know that I went to bed late also. So guess what? That made it even tough. So it's like that excuse I have that, I was tired. Why was I tired? Because I made the decision to go to bed late. So that's what we got to think about. The decisions we make, the choices we make, they come with a consequence. And a good habit, I know for me, gotta go to bed early, and that's what I try to do. Go to bed early, because I wake up early, and when I do that, it benefits me so much more. So hey, remember those healthy habits, those good habits. What do you need to do to get where you're trying to get? Build those healthy habits. Be persistent. Be consistent in it. Don't stop it, especially once you catch a rhythm. Like, keep it going. Don't stop. But guys, that's all I have for this one. Talking about healthy habits. Make sure y'all share this. Give this a like. Hey, subscribe to the channel. And as I mentioned, it's going to be on the podcast very soon. So y'all give it some time. It might be in January. Not going to lie, because I'm going to make sure I do a couple of more before I start posting them on the podcast. So be on the lookout. 2022. Motivation Monday is gonna be on the Living as Proof podcast. So, and I'll put those links and stuff in the description, so y'all can already check out what's on the podcast. But hey, create those healthy habits. Hey, do yourself justice. Hey, be good to yourself. Be good to yourself, for yourself, all those things, because you're needed in this world. You have value. Don't underestimate the value that you have. Hey, you're needed. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you right now, especially in this time, in this season. So be ready, be prepared, and have those healthy habits, guys. That's all I have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.